y'all know it's Thursday. Scotty just came off the air, and so I'm a little buzzed up today.
Welcome to the Impact Radio Show, Florida, Georgia Impact. Before we get too far into it, make sure you are doing business with one of the oldest Black-owned media companies in Northeast Florida, Southeast Georgia. Now more than ever, you get your news every day. You hear crazy things happening every day. But if you want to hear some news from your perspective, from a local perspective, thefloridastar.com. Check us out, thefloridastar.com. I'm going to start posting events in the Florida Star and have an event kind of column going on. So please reach out to us with your events, dates, times, and location to Impact Radio Florida Star at gmail.com.
And hey, if you want to get that full effect, we'll pop up. You can hit us with some complimentary tickets. We'll come right, talk about it, let everybody know.
We love free tickets.
Love free tickets, and we'll share all our content. Let everybody know that it is a bomb event or the event bomb. But hey, we are always looking for ways to support Black business, support Black culture. So if you have articles, if you want to be able to we're about to turn the Impact thing into a station. So this is about to be the Impact station. You know what I mean? So we'll post your events, we'll post what you got going on, because we love our community. We're about building the village.
TheFloridastar.com, 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 Florida and Georgia news.
Definitely.
CJ, how's your week going?
My week is actually going great. Y'all know it is Father's Day weekend. And also, the calendar blessed us where it was going to make me run a little bit ragged. We got the men's meet up at the library at 10 a.m. And we got our community fellowship with Kingdom Builders Sunday, June 15th from 3 to 6. It was fun, and I'm looking forward to it. And it's been a week. I've been enjoying myself watching you work with your speaking engagements, and you're doing podcasts and knowing everything and stuff with your degrees. But hey, you've been doing your thing. Getting ready to teach some classes. Tell people what you've been doing.
I'm starting to teach some classes. God has given me this gift of finding money and resources.
Hallelujah.
I'm starting to tell people where to go and how to do it. So yeah, look out. I just taped a podcast. It's called Scars of Wisdom. I just taped it today, and I'll let you guys know when it goes live. And I talk a lot about my family and about, some scars that brought me some wisdom. So please listen out for that. And I will be shout out to Rooted in Real Health. That'll be June 25th and 26th. It is a virtual summit, so please register. I'll be speaking on the 25th around 1 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. The title of my section, my speech, will be Ghana to Gullah. Just talking about rooted in health, and talking about all those aspects of West African culture in particular, and what was brought over to the Americas. So if you're interested in learning more about me,
Jacksonville to Soho Royal Oaks.
do find me on the social medias at Doing Talk or Ghana to the number 2 Gullah.
I am the reverse Prince Hakeem. But yeah, everybody, it is definitely, we've been doing a lot. We've been playing around that reverse thing ever since Hard Eyes came out. We've been talking about reverse Jackie Chan, the little kid from the Goonies. Yeah, it's been reverse. It's been opposite day.
Call him the
reverse Jackie Chan.
About it.
But hey, y'all, we got a special guest for the Impactful Moment. Mr. Hype Man himself, Mr. Scotty, yada. What going? Hey, listen, because we're gonna be talking, we're gonna be dedicating this impactful moment to the fellas coming out of 1 Corinthians 16, 13, and 14. Let the fellas know it is okay to be a man. That is going to be your impactful moment. So many, it's a war against just being a man. We just gonna be out there to let your brothers know, hey man, it's okay being a bro. It's okay. You can be a man. It's cool. It's not a curse. It's not something that's nasty. It's not leprosy. You can be a bro. So that's what we're gonna be talking about from the impactful moment. You know what I mean? So
I would also like to take this moment to shout out Opio. Happy birthday, bro. If you know the man, you know he's a hard worker. He may have already forgotten his birthday, but he did just celebrate. So happy birthday to Opio, and hopefully you got a moment to celebrate, hopefully with your family as well. But with that being said, like CJ said, if you guys are interested in being featured on the newspaper, if you're interested in your events being featured on the show on the newspaper, reach out to us. AI can do a lot of things with digital media. You don't really know what it is, but you can definitely trust physical newspaper. Yes. I mean, we have to do the news. There are opinion pages, but there are news articles and there's information from weddings to funerals to all kinds of celebrations, any kind of event, things that you want our population to know about. And to be quite honest, just like the Victory Station, the population that reads the Florida Star are affluent. They are over 35. So, you know, they have disposable income and they know what they're doing with their income. So if you have a small business and you like to advertise with us or with the Florida Star, please contact us so you can be in the know.
Definitely. For everybody that's 35 and under, be sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel and on Instagram. So, hey, like I said, we about to turn this thing into a whole channel so we will be able to, you know, go live from your event, broadcast, you know, hit us up. So we're here to try to make a whole media station, you know, so you could come and get Black news and you ain't got to, you know, treat us like everybody else. You know, they're clickbait. You know, you got to see it 3 times before you believe it's true. You know, the internet will kill you for real. So we say they dead for real. But make sure you guys, you know, go on to YouTube, go on to Instagram, go on to Facebook, like and subscribe at Florida Georgia Impact. I think we're up against the ad break.
Yep.
Hey, I think it's gonna be the impactful moment with Red and CJ and Scotty, yada. It's about to be some mess. So yeah.
Thank you, AJ.
Hey, what's up, everybody? When I tell y'all, you know, everybody can tell that I really thought I was a gospel gangster based on the playlist that we be playing on the Impact moment. It's for real. Y'all been listening to Man Up by the 116 crew because it's that time, y'all, for us to man up. And y'all know it's my favorite part of the show. It is time for the impactful moment, brought to you by Kingdom Builders, where we are bringing the community to the church, because what was the church if not a community that was put together by the gospel of Jesus Christ? Everybody who came to the community, they agreed upon the same creed, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, and that was what made the church a community. So, hey, guys, just to let you know, this Saturday, Kingdom Builders is going to have an Iron Man fellowship at the main library at 10 o'clock, second floor, room 230. We're going to be in there talking about what it is like to be a man right here in Mental Health Week. You know, Iron Man Fellowship is a safe space for men to be men, to have conversation about men things, you know, and we can open up and we can do that. Also, this week we are having our second community fellowship over in the Cobblestone area. Last week was great. We're looking forward to everybody coming through again. So, hey, dads, bring your kids. We're going to be doing some stuff for fathers, but most of all, we're going to be cracking open that book, talking about it like a family. It's going to be great. This time to get into our impactful moment, and special guest, bounce off some masculine energy, is the pastor's hype man himself, Scotty. What's up, Pastor Scott?
Man, what's good, man? What is the impact moment, man?
Man,
I'm new to this thing. School me in there.
Like, first off, I got to say this. When I met Scotty, and this man said that he was God hype man, can't nobody else have that title. Because if you ain't bringing this type of energy, you can't call yourself God's hype. Nothing. First off. But, bro, let me ask you this question. Since the first time you scraped your knee, what was the first thing they said to you?
Okay. Boy, if you don't shut that up, boy, if you don't shut that up, boy, yes, sir.
So they told you to be a what?
Be a man.
But
man
you,
up.
but
man up.
but you 5.
Man up. Find that man in you.
But you 5. But you 6. What do you know about?
I got a man chin here somewhere down there. Find that man chin here.
Find that. Listen, man, it is so crazy that like we hear that all the time about be a man. And in today's society, we hear everybody's opinion on what it's like to be a man. And a lot of those opinions are coming from people who aren't men. And they tell us to be a man. Because you know what your old baby mommy say? Yeah. I got a couple of them too. So like, what your, you know, they tell you, you know, if you was a man, you would, no, a real man would.
If you was a man,
if you was a man, you know, and the crazy part about it is like growing up, a lot of those brothers out there that that even grew up with single moms, you know what I mean, looking up to their mom, hearing them say, hey man, men ain't nothing. You know, I'm giving you the victory station. You know, everybody know what that means. You know, y'all, men are dogs. N's ain't S, and all that stuff. And at some point, Scotty, around about 2012, 2015, we would start looking at young men, and we would say, "Be a man," and they start saying, "But I don't want to."
Bro, let me go back. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The first man that I thought was a man that I could think of was I think it was DMX, because he was like the first man I heard pray. Look, I was doing my thing.
Because you ready to meet him.
Let us pray before you even smoke whatever, before you even slap somebody, before you even bark.
Ain't right, ain't black. But you know what I mean? Like, and the crazy part about it is like when you look at our entertainment industry, Scotty, and like. They putting out black men in dresses every time they get a chance. Every time you look on these podcasts, it's like it's like another man versus woman podcast going out there. But the more and more you see in society, it ain't even a definition between toxic masculinity anymore and masculinity. It's just that masculinity is toxic. And what we want to tell our brothers today that it is okay
to wear a dress,
to be a man, because it is not okay. To wear a dress.
It's okay to wear a dashiki. That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, hey, well, listen. Hey,
we gonna wear our dashikis now.
No diddy. But at the same
all Scotty,
all over. 1 Corinthians 16, 13, and 14, Paul says to act like men. And if the command from the word of God is for men to be men, it must be okay to be a man. When you think about the fact that God created men and women, when he created us, he said that God created us and he saw that we were good. So it's like, bro, it's okay. You can talk up. It's okay to have feelings. It's okay to sometimes be more in your head. It's okay to wear the burden of everybody. You know what I mean? I don't know. What do they say to young girls whenever they need them, to woman up? But, we've been told to man up ever since we can crawl. And, and we slowly learning what that is every single day. And we just want to say, man, it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to have feelings. It's okay to say, hey, this hurt.
I love you.
You know what I mean? It's okay to say, hey, man, bro, I miss you. It's okay. It's okay to connect. It's okay, man, to open up your mouth and say those things. You know what I mean? It's okay to say, hey, man, I'm meant to protect and provide, and it hurt. Like out here swinging on these other bachelor lions hurts. Out here trying to hunt and gather and bring it home, it hurt. And, you know, nobody ever asked the mule how the trip is. You know what I mean? Everybody go on a trip. Everybody say, hey, man, we got a tan. Hey, man, we went shopping. Hey, man, we did this. And then you turn around and you ask the mule, who is usually a brother with like 5 or 6 shopping bags in his hand, about 9 persons wrapped around his neck. Nobody asked that man how he going, man, you had a good time, did you? Heck no. Because I've been carrying all y'all stuff. And every time I said something, y'all say, hey, go back there and heat off a little quiet. It's okay, bro, to stand up and be a man. And the men, as we are in Men's Mental Health Week, bro, I just want y'all to know it is okay. It's okay. It's okay to be a man. Your gender is not leprosy. You are exactly who it is that God meant you to be. You were meant to be strong. You were meant to be courageous. You were meant to be hype.
Can I go a little deep?
Yes.
I don't like going deep, but I like going deep. You feel me?
I mean,
so check this out. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go Old Testament and New Testament with 120 seconds. So check this out. I got my man. I'm looking at all these folks now. First, you know, good times. You know what I mean? So I learned how to be a man a little bit through good times. Watch how this hard-working man worked hard for his family. Then I went on to the Cosby Show. I watched how Bill Cosby did his thing as a doctor. And it kind of gave me a little energy to say, you know what, black people can do some stuff. You know, if you can have. Then I went over a little bit longer. I hang out with Family Matters. Then I found out, okay, Family Matters. You know what I mean? You can do your thing. You know what I mean? Look, even though that ain't a black family, I even went there and got something from Full House. Because I was like, you know what, Full House, you know what, you let me know some stuff about manhood. And then I went on to Different World, and I said, okay, different, you know, we can be different. We can dare to be different. We can graduate. We can go to college. We can obtain stuff. And so, you know, all this, you know, it's like, if you put, what am I saying to you? If you don't have male role models, because I don't really think I don't know, I really don't remember them for real. But if I did, I'm sorry. But you know, I have a teacher or two, you know, maybe
multiple teachers.
Yeah,
teachers.
You know, they drop nuggets. Well, see, I'm a little different. Y'all forgive me because I did have some of the teachers take me to the clubs and stuff. So I was a little different back then. I ain't proud of it now, but that's my life. I ain't got to lie about it.
Hey, but listen, shout out to all of the uncles, shout out to all of the big cousins, shout out to all, you know, the police officers that played football with us in Scott Park. Shout out, you know, to all of the crossing guards, you know what I mean, that faked us out playing football knowing your knees was bad. Shout out, you know, I just want to say, man, show that man some appreciation, man. You know, if he ain't necessarily got biological kids, he done been an uncle, big cuz, you know, to somebody. Show that man some appreciation. Let that man know, hey, because the only way that you can make another man is to put another man around it. That's what Iron Man completely gets their motif from, you know, Proverbs 3 and 5, 27:17. Iron sharpeneth iron, and the man sharpeneth the countenance of another friend. You got to get in there and clean and clack up against each other to improve and reproof and get everything together. So hey, it's okay to be a man, and if you want to get a little bit deeper,
it's infectious.
It's
more than okay. When you grow, and once you grow and become and have male attributes, then you find out it's actually infectious.
It definitely is.
Yes. I ain't want to stop you, but I had to stop you like hot.
Hey, straight up. But I would.
Because we just sharpened each other.
We just did. You know what? I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go over time a little bit. I'm gonna go over time a little bit. Because here's the thing that people don't understand. You can tell, and I'm gonna get closer to him when I say this because he worked with you. You can tell when them little boys ain't got a male figure in their life. They throw a little bit more temper tantrums
on purpose.
They're a little bit more emotional. You can tell, you know, that they're used to having their way, and you can tell that, you know, it's been some iron trying to sharpen some tinfoil.
Had one today.
It's been some iron rubbing against some aluminum. It's been some iron rubbing up because here's the thing: when real men get around together, sparks fly. Ain't that what happened when iron sharpen iron? Ding, ding, ding. It sounds like a sword fight. But in the process, we both become better men by challenging each other. We both become better men by exercising with each other. We both, become better men by hitting you in the arm, going, hey man, get some sleep. We both become better men when you hit me on, say, follow your own advice. You know what I mean? That's what iron sharpens iron sounds like. And I got to say, I got to give a shout out. Everybody know I'm a big Superman fan. Y'all know what I'm doing July 11th. I got to give a shout out to my number one superhero, the person I'm named after, Carl Jonathan Frederick the First, a.k.a. Snapper, a.k.a. Deacon Video, a.k.a. Super D. That man taught me what it was like to be a man. When I tell you, when I was a little bit younger, I thought I did think he was on the little softer side because he was soft-spoken. But boy, when I became a man and I put away childish things, I realized that it is so strong to stay soft-spoken. And before we hit this ad break, I also want to give a shout out to Joe Davis, because even though he ain't here, I feel that man everywhere he go. Number one, my wife look just like her daddy, and number two, you can't do nothing to me in this city. You look just like your dad. Like every time, you go too far, in the city, you start studying culture. That man's name is brought up, so I know he was a great man. And I just want to say that's a quick little libation, Ashe, and amen. But we about to go up against this ad break, and we about to let you know some events going on, because there's some man-like stuff going on in the city that we need to tell y'all about. So take us out, AJ. We're going to go over against this ad break. Appreciate you, Scott. For sure. For jumping.
That was good. So that's how I think, man. It don't take a lot to just to impact the men a little bit.
Hey.
Sparkle some stuff.
We appreciate it.
Hey.
Right on hand, man. I had to do a little 13-year-old punching the wall today in the MMA thing. He just wanted us to be around him long. That's all. He was going.
Man up.
Yeah, that's all right.
Man up.
You saw that out, and that's good.
Hey, what's up, tribe? We back for Act 3 of the Impact Radio Station. My sweetest segment, the Doing Talk segment, the What's Going On in the World segment. Hey, y'all, I don't care what y'all say, boy. Bizzle, Lecrae, and Flame, and all them boys be turning up on the CHH. But hey, how y'all doing? We back for Act 3 of the Impact Radio show, and it is your Doing Talk moment to let y'all know what's going on in the city, where you can find the money, and how you can get involved and impact your community.
Hey, y'all. It's a lot going on this week. We're going to start with CJ's events. He's got a Saturday men's meetup at the downtown library, 10 a.m. Come through. When you're finished there, you can stop by Lift Every Voice in Sing Park for the play date. Our girl Adriana, she is out there with Larry Love, doing some great stuff. I got a whole bunch of events just popped out. Right now, hopefully you had signed your kids up for the James Weldon Johnson Young Writers Festival, because that is happening this week. Tomorrow at 6, Tonio Armani will be in Lake City. So if you got your boots on the ground, make your way out to Lake City tomorrow at 6.
DJ P-Row gonna be out there.
Pearls.
Yeah, Brian Wilson McCall gonna be out there DJing for that. So make sure y'all hit up DJ and tell them Nessa and Carl sent y'all over to mess with them.
But as for this weekend, people, stay tuned to the great stuff at Sesquicentennial Park. That's in Springfield. There's going to be yoga this Saturday. I heard there's going to be a raspberry pick. I think it's raspberry picking. You pick at Earthers Farm and Market this Saturday. You got to get there early because supplies do not last. There's a lot of great stuff going on for Father's Day. There's a Father's Day throwdown at the Stumpy, which is the axe throwing place on Main Street, this Sunday at 1.
Axes out east, boy, they brave.
This Saturday, there'll be a free meal at the Central off of Leonard Road for fathers. There is a Father's Day at Ocean Way Park on the 15th from 9 to 11. There's some free pool parties happening this Saturday at Hardwick's in downtown Jacks for the fathers. There's also, I'm sure every church has a great Father's Day celebration. So
I'm gonna be quiet. But Latoya Goodman definitely said has something going on to Lift Every Voice to Sing part from 2 to 6 on the 15th.
mm-hmm.
Right? It's like the Father's Day frolic or something like that is going on from 2 to 6. But also, like you said, we also have our community fellowship going on from 3 to 6 in the Cobblestone area. If you want to figure out how you can come and be a part of our community fellowship, make sure you hit us up at kingdombuildersjacks at gmail.com, or you can inbox us on any of our things, to come through the community fellowship Sunday.
Anything else?
Churches do better by Father's Day weekend. I'm gonna say that.
I'm looking at a lot of church events for fathers right now.
Good. Definitely. Well, we have had some fun. Is there anything else that's sticking out to you? Anything else you got coming up soon that you're doing? Because you've been
follow
busy.
me.
Follow her at Doing Talk. It's been a day. She's been busy, y'all. We're gonna let the Doing Talk section be sponsored by Arizona next time. But hey, y'all, we've had some fun. Want to thank all of our writers and our producers. Thank Sean for Island Productions for sponsoring the stream. Thank you, Doing Talk, for always bringing us, our events. Thank you, DJ AJ, for being on the ones and twos. Shout out to Snack House for providing all of the games at the Community Fellowship. DJ P, we're gonna have a live DJ at the Community Fellowship. Shout out to Brian and Anthem Productions. Shout out to African Gentleman, African Lady. I know everybody will be celebrating Juneteenth, the real Independence Day, coming up here soon. Happy real Independence Day. And that's all. We now return you to our regular schedule gospel music. I think I might have went in too early.